So on the subject matter of shaved hair, you might have noticed that some of my previous vlogs I had my hair shaved off, and that was specifically part of a project that we had going, and within this project what we basically did is we supported ourselves within shaving our hair off, to basically, first of all, show that we are not defined by our hair and that I remain the same whether I have hair or not. It was a very cool exercise from the perspective of seeing what kind of reactions and fears come up in relation to shaving one's hair off. For example, as I was having my hair shaved, I had thoughts going through my mind such as, oh no, what if my partner doesn't find me attractive? Or, oh no, what if other people think I'm weird? And these are the kind of self-definitions that we try and protect ourselves from by not wanting to remove the hair, which means we don't want to have to face the fact that these kind of thoughts and self-values exist within ourselves. Because remember, when you're having a thought such as, oh no, what if my partner doesn't find me attractive, or what if other people now treat me differently because they think that I am ugly or I'm a weirdo, that is basically confirming to oneself that you already believe these things about yourself. So here you are looking at layers and layers of self-definition that one now projects onto the world around us, because we don't want our thoughts to be highlighted, you could say, as we observe another looking at us and the thought pops up inside, oh no, she thinks I'm ugly, or oh no, now he thinks I'm ugly. So it is already, it's like a beacon that lights up. As I watch that person, then a thought inside me comes up, oh no, this and that and that. But those thoughts and beliefs are already existent within me. It's already points that I am judging myself about and that I'm believing about myself. So by doing the hair shaving project, which many people participated in, and this is a very cool exercise because so many people, myself included, went from a point of completely placing one's self-value in hair to having to walk through immense fear and anxiety while it's being shaved off, before, during and after, and then really facing one's world in relation to people coming up to you and going, oh my god, what have you done? You shaved your hair off, you had such beautiful hair, you look like a moron. And different people had different reactions from their environments. For example, many of the vlogs that I uploaded, and many other people have experienced this, a person won't even listen to the content of the interview. They will comment on your page saying, you look stupid with short hair. And you say to the person, did you actually bother to listen to the video? No, but I just want to say you look stupid, or you look so hot, where the video is actually talking about stopping the mind in relation to turning people into sexual objects, and people won't even listen to the video. They'll comment on the page, you're so hot. So it was fascinating to observe within oneself all the reactions that were playing out, all the self-judgments and beliefs, and even new created ideas. Oh, I'm so tough now, look at me, I'm a little bit goth, I'm a little bit hardcore. Even these kind of new ideas that were being created, and also to observe how one's own thoughts were being triggered by how one's environment was reacting and responding to one shaving your hair. And then sort of new points playing out and all of that. Now, I read this article in the newspaper that we have here, where they decided to do this thing at one of the schools here in the city that I live, where they shave their hair off to make wigs for people with cancer and to create awareness of cancer. So this one young girl, and again, this is not personal, I am not taking her on or anything like that, I'm simply showing that on the front page of this newspaper, so here's the front page of this big South African newspaper, you have this article about this girl who shaved off her flaming red hair, and they're now going to make a wig out of it. So front page news. And in the article she does speak about, I'm not defined by my hair, and that, you know, they had to encourage each other to do it because they realized for some of the girls that they were defined by their hair and so forth. Now my question immediately was, what makes this story front page news for one of the biggest South African newspapers, whereas when we shaved our hair for this project, where the specific focal point of the project was, one of the main focal points was to stop the inner designs and constructs that cause one to abuse oneself within thought in relation to the things that we attach value to. So, for example, what I've discussed previously was everything that was going through me just in relation to my hair. And when we launched this project, most of the feedback that we got from people was complete reaction, disgust. And when we explained the point that this is why we were doing it, that we are stopping within ourselves the entire construct of self-harm. If I shave my hair off and now I'm spewing these nasty thoughts at myself of, oh no, you're ugly, now you're not going to this, now you're not, now you know there's a problem because I've done this to myself. I'm creating these ugly, nasty thoughts and judgments towards myself, and I've created, because look at the reaction of my world, and I participated in creating that reaction. Every single time I participate through my words and deeds in any of the beauty and fashion industries in the world where I pay any form of attention to the separation between beauty versus ugly, and I go and participate in that by following the latest fashions and calling some girls beautiful and following their Facebook pages and you're so beautiful and you're this, and taking bank loans so that I can spend thousands of rands on the most beautiful fashion and this and that. I am directly participating in this side of the polarity which we as society have created, the beauty polarity, and not realizing that for that point to exist, the opposite point has to exist, which is the ugly people, the ugly things in our world that get judged, abused, harmed daily. One cannot look at your Facebook page and see animals their skins being ripped off while they're alive, their paws being ripped off while they're trapped in traps in the jungle so that people can come and take their skins. In China, animals being beaten, half brain dead, so that when the client comes to buy the animal to either take it home to use the skin or to eat the animal is subdued. So the owner will go and catch all these animals, and she'll actually take each animal and she will beat it, burn it, the head area, until the animal is half brain dead, so that when people come and buy this thing, it's very subdued. And as humanity, we tend to look at these postings on, for example, Facebook, where animals are being harmed in the name of human entertainment, the beauty system, greed, for profit, and we shock ourselves into absolute emotional states, and we react and we yell and we leave comments, but at no point do we look at how do we participate in creating that. That is simply a product that is being created for the rest of us that participate in this stuff night and day. So when we went ahead with this project, the Face World Face Off, we created a web page, we put all the information there of why we're doing it, What are all the practical points of why we're doing it? How will it serve the world? We got a lot of hate mail. And we expected people would react, but some of it was actually quite extensive. And yet, here on the front page of this newspaper, this girl shaved her head off. Her head off. Isn't that interesting? Shaved her head off. And it is seen as something beautiful and precious. So precious that it gets front page story. Which begs the question, do people really actually care about anything? Because does this change the fact that people have cancer? No. We've already shown that there are underlying thought, emotion, feeling constructs that causes the person, through how we participate in harmful thoughts, that would cause one's body to self-destruct, to annihilate oneself on a cellular level. So, by shaving one's hair off for another person, yes, you might be creating awareness about the word cancer, but you're not actually creating awareness for the individual who got cancer. That nobody wants to talk about, because in the project that we did, when we spoke about that, people were like, you know what, just keep quiet. I actually don't want to know that. So this is, again, glitter, entertainment. These little girls feel special, the people who watch this feel special, but nobody actually cares. The fact that they're creating a wig for the people who have cancer is, again, showing that you're saying to that person, oops, sorry, I don't like you without hair. I want you to have hair on your head. So we're going to take a bunch of people and have them shave their hair off to make wigs for you, so that I can look at you again, so that you're acceptable and you fit into this pretty picture. The fact that that was the entire reason, an example of thought patterns that contribute to us destroying ourselves, the human's ability to destroy ourselves through thinking, that's just another example. But because it's connected to good feelings, nice feelings for people, it gets the front page headline. But as for anybody changing, as for anybody considering the underlying, as long as it's still linked to the consumerism industry of consuming energy through feeling good about something, that's all that matters. Nobody really cares about why people get cancer. And this is another way of saying, don't talk about what's going on underneath within the people. We don't want to hear about that. We want to hear about cute schoolgirls that shave their hair off to make wigs for the ugly cancer people. Thank you.